All right. Good afternoon, Hamburg. Good afternoon, Germany, and good afternoon to all of US listening to us on Radio TopAfric this cloudy afternoon. This is your girl Nadia, and I bring the show as always, culture and diversity your way. And I'm super happy to be with you again on my first show for the year 2025. In this regard, I'd like to wish you all a happy new year. May this year bring a lot of success, progress, good health, stability, and most of all, prosperity in whichever aspect we all dedicate our life and our ways of doing things this year too. For today, I'd just like to delve into what the year would look like for both of us. I mean, with both of us, I mean the viewers or listeners, and also for me myself as the host, because last year was one of the years where I also got to learn a lot about being in the media and having to host guests, prepare for shows, and come here to talk about delicate issues and also win various insights. As my show says, culture and diversity, gain a lot of cultural diversified insights on what being culturally active means. So what does that mean for my show today? I just like to talk about or emphasize on what it means to celebrate culture in form of a tapestry of diversity. I mean, talking about tapestry or tapestry of diversity in that angle should more or less be Africa is really huge. It's large. We can see that also for those of us here in the diaspora. So I'd like to us to talk about what it really looks like when various cultures come together to celebrate. Which fields do we have when we talk about culture and diversity? So, mhm, which just a second, please. Our producer's requesting for some information. As I was saying before the short interruption, um, today we're here to talk about celebrating culture and what it means to have a tapestry of diversity in this regard. So we as Africans portray various diversified activities in terms of the way of living, our food, dancing, and how we practice our everyday life. Honestly, ever since I started this show last year, I've realized how diversified we are as Africans. Even those of us living here in the diaspora, we still try to bring Africa to Europe, or let me say, we Africans here in Hamburg try to portray as much as we can the African culture. Last year has been really diversified in terms of what Africans here in Hamburg have been doing or did in the previous year. In that regard, I'd like us to delve into a few fields when it comes to cultural celebrations in Africa, and I also like us to talk about African cultural etiquette. That will be the second program line I have for today, and then in the third line, we would talk about what 2025 will look like for us here on the show Culture and Diversity. All I can say is last year was really, really intense with various fields down going from business down to entertainment and then knowing how our Africans just living an everyday life, and even delving into politics, especially um, Africans who are into German politics, was also one of the highlights I had personally in on my show Culture and Diversity. And hopefully this year I would like to delve more intensively into the cultural aspect, to for us to have people here who will educate us on the history of Africa or history of African countries, why Africa is like Africa today and where Africa is headed to. So I'm looking forward to having people who will join and be part of this amazing show. So to begin with, I would like to talk about cultural celebrations in Africa. As I said at the beginning, Africa is a very vibrant zone, or I would say yes, I would use the word zone, with various festivals and celebrations. Mr. Producer, can you please get the video Chaliwati Street Art Festival ready? It's the first on the program line. So Chaliwati Street Art Festival is a festival held in August. It's a festival celebrated in Ghana, in the southern part of Ghana on the coastal side, for people in Accra. It is a festival where you can celebrate African. You can see people celebrating African art and culture, which is transformed into like a street art festival. So you see people in form of there is an open air gallery showcasing murals and installations and performances by both local and international artists. So I would like to plead with producer to show the first video on that aspect, if he's got it.